In this lesson, we're going to talk about the logical operators, and these are also sometimes called relational connectives or logical connectives. And these allow us to combine relational operators or relational expressions so that we can look at more complex examples. And for this particular lesson, I'm just going to go into the basics of how these logical operators work, basically what they are, and some simple examples. So I'm going to do that with a very simple example of a payroll problem. So let's say that we have an employee who makes $15 an hour and they work 45 hours in a week. We can write out a relational expression that looks to see if we pay overtime hours if your salary is less than $20 an hour and you work over 40 hours a week. So we can say something like this. If salary less than 20, and actually we need to change that to double. I'm just noticing that. And hours greater than 40. So we express the logical AND using two ampersands. And what that means is that for this whole expression to be true, and we should probably put the whole thing in parentheses, for the whole expression to be true, then both sub-expressions have to be true. So salary has to be less than 20, and hours does have to be greater than 40. And if we run this, taking a minute to compile, we see that it returns a 1, so it is true. The other logical operator is the OR operator, or the second logical operator is the OR operator, and that's two bars. And the two bars is what's called an OR. So here we're saying salary less than $20 or hours greater than 40. Again, that's going to be true because at least one of those is true. The last logical operator is something called the negation operator, and I'll demonstrate that by simply writing not hours greater than 40. Now, first let me make sure that compiles and runs. Sometimes it won't. Yes, it did. So that's a 0, a false. So here's what happens. The not operator negates whatever relational expression comes after it. So hours greater than 40 is true, not true is false. So if we wrote hours less than 40 and then not, that should return a 1 or a true, and it does. So those are the three logical operators that we use in C++. The AND, which is the double ampersand, the OR, which is the double bar, and by the way, the bar is the shift backslash key on your keyboard, and the NOT, which is the exclamation point. AND and OR are used to create more complex relational expressions, and the NOT is used to negate a particular relational expression.